What is up, guys? Steve here with Scotch and Things. Hey, today is part 2 of Makers I Enjoy. Can you tell? It's Strider. So, let's take a look at what I got here first. We'll count this as a Strider. This is a Dwyer Custom BBN-L, which is basically the same thing as an SMF. Okay. We got that. I got that from Beck. Got my SMF Battleship Gray Ghost Stripe, my old school Lego with that sweet sharp edge from Sean. Blades and fades. My Monkey Edge frag pattern 3V is my work knife, and I'm working on putting an edge on this myself, and it's getting better. 3V is hard, but used and abused. You guys haven't seen this one yet. My SMF, my Mixed Strider Custom double gunner grip SMF with the Nightmare Grind and the teeth. Full-size AR. Gonna send this out to Keith to check out. This one's a numbered one. My .75 AR, which, I don't know, do you consider this a Strider since it's his design, or a Medford since he made it? I don't know. You guys let me know. My XL double gunner grip Nightmare Grind. Oh, I love these knives. My XL that I got from Beck, another one. He's like a drug dealer. Nightmare Grind, chisel ground strike plate. My custom stub. God, such an epic knife in hand. This is a G10 SNG in CTS XHP. My reground Tanto SNG, and my old school Lego SNG with another awesome edge from Sean. There's one more on the way. You have to wait for that. You'll notice something's gone. The SOE SMF. Hadn't had a chance to carry it yet. I'd only opened up a couple boxes with it, and then a collector from over in the Netherlands from the Strider group hit me up, and I sold it to him because it was gonna hurt me to. It was such a cool knife, and I've got a lot of other Striders that I can carry, and those are kind of collectible. And he wanted it. I had it. He's got it now. Actually, it's in a box out there. It's getting shipped out tomorrow. So, but because I sold that, that is why I bought this. I've wanted one of these for a while, guys. Oh, and who doesn't love serrations? I do, especially mix. I mean, just, they are stupid sharp. But here they are. My favorites, all of them. No, seriously though, it's these custom double gunner grips, guys, are so good in hand. Just, I just absolutely love them. The look of them, the feel of them, they're so good in hand. And I had that double gunner grip SMF and SNG for a while, and this just feels different. The all-tie. I don't know. Do you guys know? Did they ever make? I know they did double gunner grip SNGs with a tie lock side and a G10, but if I could get, hopefully they'll make them someday. I've never seen one, so maybe you guys will know. But if they have a tie double gunner grip SNG with a Nightmare Grind, then I would have the trifecta. So, excuse me. So what do I like about them? I like that these things are, it doesn't matter which one it is, are super ergonomic. I mean, they fit my hand so well. Any one of them. I mean, the SMF is probably my favorite size. I love the XLs just because they're ridiculous. And they're so, I mean, they're so big and so comfortable. But they're all, I mean, they just feel so good in hand. And they're tools. Like, I've had, an SMF I used for work last year, and I traded that to Rick. And then I started putting this thing to work. And guys, this thing is dirty as, look at that. This thing is dirty as all get out. But it is so smooth. I mean, right? Who needs bearings? This is washers. I mean, just ridiculously smooth. And I love that, okay, not the customs, right? I'm not going to pry with those. But any of the others, I know that I can beat the crap. Like, this is a custom. All Dwyers are pretty much customs. And, you know, it cleaned up really good, but the coating started coming off. But I use this thing all the time. I beat the snot out of them. Especially my work ones. And they take the abuse. They want the abuse. They want to be used. And they're just timeless. I mean, God, how old is this knife? I don't know. I would love someone to date it for me. Is it 20 years old? Is it 15 years old? I don't know. Same with the Legos. You know, it's like Chris Reeve, right? It'll last forever if you take care of it. You can beat the crap out of it, but you clean it and maintain it, and it'll serve you for a lifetime. And that's what I like about these knives. I like that they fit my hand great. I like that it's a knife that can be used for other purposes, such as prying or I mean, whatever. I've used them for as screwdrivers before. I like that it's a purpose-built knife, but then he also makes, you know, beautiful works of art that are useful too. I carry these. Although I just got this one, I carry and use, and I've started carrying and using this one now. But like, the tip's gone on this one. I use all of them, and I love them. It's just one of my favorite brands. And I love that there's variety, right? Like, there's always something different. So I can get another SMF and it's different than this one or different than these two. Same with the SNGs. This one, if you guys want, this one's brand new. Got it from a drop. My buddy, I think I mentioned this in the video, might have wanted it. How did it got a little scuff on the pivot there from banging around in the knife case. But brand new. I got it listed online for $600. If one of you guys wants it for $550, hit me up on Instagram or something. Because really, I'd like to get a mixed rider custom SNG or a performance SNG, something along those lines. I've got my favorite, and I love this Lego, so I don't really need this one right now. So I've had another one, and I sold that, so I'll let that go and to someone who's gonna use it, because right now it's just not getting any pocket time. Because if I'm gonna carry an SNG, I'm grabbing one of these two. The SMF is probably my favorite size. I mean, don't get me wrong, like I said, I love these two. I love them for how big and obnoxious they are. But the SMF is just amazing in hand, I think. It's just a great all-around size and knife for me. I like like I said, I like that there's variety. He uses, it seems like there's a different steel all the time that he's using. There's always something different that he's using. what are, you know, the pocket clip. The pocket clip is the same on every single one of them. And I find it goes, yeah, the gunner grips are a little bit harder to get out of pocket sometimes because this will catch on your jeans and in between the clip in there, but they just slide in and out of pocket perfect. Nothing fancy about it, nothing, you know, super complicated. It's just from way back when to now, it's just the same pocket clip, and it just goes in and out a pocket really nice. And I like that. I like that they carry nice for me. What are some complaints? I don't think I have complaints other than like how hard they are to get. But that's, hey man, someone compared Strider to Rolex, right? About like availability wise. You're not going to walk into a store and buy one of these. You're going to get lucky on a drop, or you're going to pay for one on secondary. And Strider is one of those knife brands that you don't want to call it an investment, but really you're not going to lose money on them, right? If you get one on the drop, like I think now they raised their prices recently, and no one really said anything about that. Like people threw fits over Chris Reeve raising their prices, but I think they went up like 25 bucks. I think these used to be $4.95, and I just paid, I think it was $4 or $5.25. So with shipping, I'll make like 10 bucks on it. But guys you can double your money on these if you can get one at show price, it seems like. These go for $600-700, whatever. I think these were going for around $800 a while ago. So yeah, I don't know. It's just a knife that holds its value. If you're gonna buy, even if it's used, you're gonna most likely pay more than it was new. Some complaints, people like to complain about lock stick or anything like that. The only Striders I've ever had lock stick on are SNGs for some reason. None of my SMFs have ever had lock stick. I don't know why. They're just always smooth out of the box and don't require any break-in time. Where the SNGs, sometimes they take a little bit longer to break in, and sometimes you'll get lock stick on them. And that's just what I've noticed. I've had quite a few SNGs that I've gotten new that have had to work through lock stick. This one doesn't really have, yeah, this one doesn't really have, and sometimes the lock stick comes and goes, and I think that can be temperature related, but I'm no expert, so don't quote me there. But yeah, I don't really have a complaint for Strider, really, guys. It's a hard use tool that will last a very long time if you maintain it. That's what I got to say. Same like with Chris Reeve. You almost consider these like legacy knives. These are knives that can be used for years and years and years, and then passed down when you're not using them anymore, because they last. So again, not everybody's cup of tea. They're not for everybody. You might not need a big tactical folder like this, but you could always use one in your drawer. You always need a big work knife, right? And as far as work knives go, guys, they are some of my favorite to have in my pocket when I'm outside working, or definitely, especially when I'm on the construction site working. I have pride, and I talk about it all the time, but I use this thing as a pry bar all the time, and it does it. So that's what I think I like most about them. It's something I can put in my pocket and know that I can EDC any of these, but then like, not these, but like these, they can all go on a job site and be totally capable. And I'm sure these could too, but I mean, these blades are ground a little bit more thinner. You don't want to be prying with that tip. That's just my opinion, but I love carrying these guys. I absolutely love carrying them. Have I showed you this knife yet? I like serrations. I don't have a lot of serration knives anymore, but when I was first getting into knives, all my knives had serrations. And guess what? On the job site, serrations come in handy all the time. But yeah, I should have waited to done this video. I think I'm gonna post it before, because I've got a lot of videos stacked up. You'll probably see this video before you see this unboxing, and I'm sorry guys. Or maybe I'll throw this unboxing up real quick so you guys can get the full enjoyment out of it. But yeah, I don't know what else to say. They're epic. This is gonna sound like a love letter to Strider, but I can't get enough of them. I am a huge fan, and it's hard between like them and Chris Reeve. If I could only pick, we're getting to that, Rick. We're getting to it, Rick. I swear. I'm trying to break it down. It would be hard. What knife? He wants me to do my top 5. You know, 1 or 2 from here are going to be in that. So, but this is one of my top brands. This is definitely one of my top brands. This Chris Reeve, Medford, Grimsmo, Direware. You can't go wrong by any of them. So I don't know. You guys comment down below. Let me know. Like, I'm no expert in Strider. Like, I'm still trying to learn all the terminology, and I've been into Strider for years, and it still escapes me some of the terminology and stuff. Like, I wish there was just like a timeline of years and whatnot, like trying to date something. I guess I could ask the guys online. And the Strider Facebook group, guys, is pretty tight-knit. They really seem to take care of their own, and you know, and that's the place I get asked a lot where to buy a Strider. If you can't get one on the drop, you need to follow them on Instagram, because they announce their drops on their Instagram page. And if you can't get one there, or go to a show and get one, the best place is the Strider Facebook group. They do probably the best job of the buy-sell trade, and in search of. It's a new one every Monday, so it doesn't get jumbled up with nonsense. So yeah, that's all I got for you guys. Let me know in comments down below if you have any questions or comments, or you can add to anything. But huge fan, that's all I think I'm gonna say. I don't know if I actually gave you any knowledge that was anything useful, but if you're here watching this channel, then you're in the wrong spot if you're looking for any kind of useful information. This is just some dude who likes knives telling you why he likes these knives. So if you made it this far, thanks for watching, guys, and I'm out. Bye.